Bethel College 10-2, and we're able to run rule them in that matchup. This is Casey Weeder, joined by Matt Kincaid. Matt, we had a chance to kind of watch both. Oklahoma Wesleyan got things started today, had a chance to watch them. This is a team that can put up big numbers if you leave the ball out over the plate.
No, absolutely, Casey. Oklahoma Wesleyan today swung the bats very aggressively. They looked to attack any pitch that was, especially up in the zone, try to drive it. They also lashed a lot of leather in the game and made several nice plays defensively to back up their pitcher.
Well, and as we saw earlier this afternoon, the wind was much different than it is currently, and we're on a different field. Both these teams played on Field 3, which was playing into the wind, and now they'll move to Field 2, where we just watched the end of Bethel against McPherson, where lots of extra base hits. The field feels a little tighter overall. It's at the same distance, but because of the temporary fence on the other field, might seem a little bit deeper. But just from watching the last game, there's going to be some opportunities to score some runs. And the fact that Oklahoma Wesleyan scored 10 on that track earlier today just says a little bit about what they're going to bring to the table. Looking at their final line with Bethel, they won that game 10-2. They had 10 runs on 11 hits, had 2 errors, and they left 7 on base. So they hit .458 in the contest. And it'll be Amber Flummerfelt stepping on the mound for the Lady Braves. And when we come back, we'll talk about her in the first 2 matchups with Oklahoma Wesleyan back in April. You can listen to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Scott Schultz of Comfort Care Homes on the renovation of their facility in Ottawa, completed by Wise Guys Construction.
Bill and Jason managed the project. They basically handled all the external communication with all the different parties, and it was a very smooth process. I was extremely satisfied. We've received nothing but compliments on the home, and just really glad to have them involved. I think Wise Guys is one of the leading construction firms in Ottawa.
Be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651.
The game doesn't stop.
Neither should you.
Wherever you go, the game goes too, using the enabled FM chip in your phone and the Next Radio app.
The Next Radio app brings real FM radio to your phone.
Just plug in your headphones and listen to the Next Radio app, and you'll save major data and battery life compared to streaming apps. Download the free Next Radio app today.
Next Radio, live and local, wherever you go.
Welcome back to Great Bend as we're here on the Wise Guys Construction pregame show. Give you a little background between these two squads. Ottawa at now 33-14 overall, 15-7 in the KCAC. Oklahoma Wesleyan at 28-17, and we're 16-8 in the KCAC. So Oklahoma Wesleyan is the 2 seed in this tournament. Ottawa as the 3. Little background looking at the tournament from a year ago. Ottawa eliminated Oklahoma Wesleyan in the losers bracket to send them home for the year. That final score was 4-1, and then the 2 matchups in the regular season back on April 5th. OU won game 1 4-1, and Oklahoma Wesleyan won game 2 2-1. OU scored in the first inning of both of those contests, put 2 runs up in game 1 and 1 in game 2. And tonight's pitcher, Amber Flummerfelt, pitched 13 of 14 innings. And in that contest, only gave up a total of 3 runs over 13 innings, Matt, and it's going to take that type of performance again and to grind out this Oklahoma Wesleyan lineup.
No, I think you're right, Casey. Sometimes they say, a pitcher just has the team's number, and I think, Coach may be looking at that tonight. She had success. Flummerfelt had success against Oklahoma Wesleyan, and let's keep riding a hot hand maybe.
Oh, and in that game, Rebecca Clinton, who was the game 1 starter today, only pitched 1 inning against Oklahoma Wesleyan. So we're curious as to kind of why Oklahoma Wesleyan stuck around the entirety of that game. It was the first time they had seen really Clinton pitch. She pitched the last inning of that game back at Alumni Park, and they kind of want to get a good beat on her. And from talking to head coach Jay Kent, not afraid to potentially bring her in if it's a tight situation and he needs to get some big outs.
No, I think, you're exactly right. At this point, you use all your players in whatever role that they need to be used to help yourself advance.
And looking at the starting pitcher for Oklahoma Wesleyan, it's Ashley Capps. She has a record of 12-8, an ERA of 1.97, has started 21 games, 16 complete games, but had some struggles against the Lady Braves. Gave up 8 hits and 4 earned runs in that game one. It was actually their second pitcher, Ellie, that only gave up 1 run to Ottawa in game 2. So kind of a unique dynamic. At this point, Ellie has pitched a little bit better down the stretch. So Oklahoma Wesleyan goes out and throws what, usually when the season starts, you have your ace, but Ellie has kind of turned into that. And when you can turn around and hand the ball off to a pitcher with a 1.97 ERA, that's really nice.
No, that's very nice. And that presents a challenge for Ottawa tonight. They're going to have to, really grind out some at-bats, I think, and try to get the ball in play and put some pressure on Oklahoma Wesleyan. Try to scratch out some runs, especially if they can get some runs early in the game, put a little pressure on the pitcher.
We're going to go take our second break of the Wise Guys Construction pregame show. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Pam Miller of Ottawa recently hired Wise Guys Construction.
We had a home that was nice quality, but it was very dated, and so we had them go in and do some extensive remodeling.
The lines of communication during the project were always open.
They did a good job of making the stressful situation much less.
The results exceeded expectation.
We're very pleased. They did a really beautiful quality job. I would recommend Wise Guys.
Whether it's residential, commercial, or restoration construction you need, be Wise. Call Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa, 229-5651. KOFO and State Farm agent Ryan Disbro are sending you to see the Kansas City Royals at the K this season. To win tickets, register at Ryan's State Farm office at 504 Redbud Avenue in Garnett. And you could be there to see the Royals host the Tampa Bay Rays on Tuesday, May 15th. We'll announce the winner on May 10th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
Gordon, ground ball into right center. That's a hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And another man stopping at third. And the Royals have the lead.
Register now to see the Kansas City Royals from State Farm agent Ryan Disbro and KOFO.
And we're back here on the Wise Guys Construction pregame show. This game was originally scheduled for 7 o'clock, but some active weather rolled in at about 6:30, and that put the kibosh on getting that game done on time. And it actually went a little bit longer as the game on field 3, was run rolled. So the other matchup in the winners bracket has actually already started, and it's Friends taking on Tabor. That game is 0-0 in the second inning. Tabor, the number 1 overall seed and your regular season KCAC champions. Friends, the 4 seed. So we'll keep an eye on that score for you. We'll run through the scores from earlier today. Oklahoma Wesleyan defeated Bethel 10-2. Tabor defeated Bethany 6-0. Friends defeated St. Mary's 11-1. Ottawa defeated McPherson 3-2. And just ending was the McPherson-Bethel game. McPherson won that one 12-4. And then Bethany defeated St. Mary's 9-0. So the teams that have been eliminated from the KCAC tournament so far are Bethel and St. Mary's. On the baseball side, which Ottawa baseball was played Oklahoma Wesleyan yesterday at about 10:30 in the morning. Not a single baseball game after that was able to be completed. They didn't even start the York and Tabor game. So that game got pushed to today. And really the first upset we've seen so far in this tournament on either softball or baseball, as York blows out Tabor 13-3. So that means Tabor will take on your Ottawa University Braves at 11 a.m. tomorrow. The Braves fell in 2 out of 3 in that contest. That one was at Tabor early on in conference play, but the one game they did win, they had the ace on the mound with David Meade. And Matt, you've seen him play all year. It's got to be hard. You got to feel really good about their chances tomorrow morning.
Yeah, no, I think the team as a whole is excited about that. They get excited to pitch and play behind David when he's pitching. I had a chance to talk with David today for a few minutes and ask him what his thoughts were, and he seems, he's got a good viewpoint and good approach on how he wants to attack the guys, and quite frankly, he's really excited for probably what will be his last start as an Ottawa Brave since as a senior this year.
Well, and you look at the way the team played yesterday, only falling 5-2 to Oklahoma Wesleyan, and the 3 errors did come back to bite them. But overall, it was a well-played game defensively. You had good pitching. Gatlin pitched really well, I thought, kept the Oklahoma Wesleyan offense at bay. But you only used all Gatlin yesterday, and then you bring in a Cody Hamilton who looked like a completely different pitcher. And you talk about the warm weather being potentially a way to help him get adjusted from living in Hawaii.
Exactly. And I think the thing too that the Braves have to think about is, Tabor's in a kind of a desperation mode at this point, just like Ottawa is, and so both teams are going to come out motivated. But like they say, once the game starts, all the records, everything's off the table. It's about what can you do right now. And the Braves have just as good a chance to win as Tabor does.
And we will have the call for you tomorrow, and it could be we'll let you know once this one is over how the setup will be, but have an opportunity to potentially listen to both games at the same time if you want to. If the Lady Braves do get the victory here, they would play at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, with baseball, of course, playing at 11. So we will keep you updated on the schedule as this one goes forward. But we're going to wrap up the Wise Guys Construction pregame show. When we come back, we'll give you starting lineups and get things going here in the winner's bracket. You've been listening to the Wise Guys Construction pregame show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Wise Guys Construction Braves pregame show on KOFO. Game time is next.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, Todd, Liberty Mutual just saved me $782.
Liberty did what?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Maybe I should switch to Liberty Mutual.
Visit us online to... Hey, stop echoing.
Sorry.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save $782. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on a recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, Equal Housing Insurer.
It's almost summertime. That means time outside, time with family, and time to stop by Walgreens for sun protection, bug spray, healthy snacks, and the trusted summer essentials you need at great values. So you can get in, get out, and get back outside in no time. For every time you go outside, Walgreens has you covered with summer care no matter where. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Now with cards, select Wonderful Pistachios are just $5.99 each, and select Post cereal is $1.88 each. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Unison presents a bedtime story.
A lot of people ask me, "Hey Einstein, how do you get all those ideas?" My formula is simple. Get a good night's sleep. Because sleep equals dreams. And dreams are where the magic happens. With Unison Sleep Tabs, you get to your dreams faster because you'll fall asleep 33% faster. So good night, sleep tight, and keep your dreams alive with Unison.
Versus placebo in a clinical study. Use as directed.
At Simple Mobile, you get the no contract advantage. Unlimited talk and text plus 3 gigabytes of high-speed data for $25 a month with no mystery fees and no activation fees ever. Just $25 a month on a lightning-fast 4G LTE nationwide network and no contract. That's our best deal ever. Buy yours now at nationwide retailers like Best Buy or at Simple Mobile dealers. Simple Mobile. Out with the old, in with the simple.
A month equals 30 days. Limited time offer ends 9/30/18. Please refer always to the latest terms and conditions of service at simplemobile.com.
Impressing with Amazon Music.
Are you just going to stand here all night, or are you going to go talk to him?
I will. I'm just choosing a playlist first.
Since when do you listen to country?
Yes, Jen! I love this song.
Very smooth.
Find the right playlist for just the right person. Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at amazonmusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Lady Braves Softball, live from the KCAC postseason tournament in Great Bend. Being brought to you by Constantino's Price Chopper, Subway, Ransom Memorial Health, Wise Guys Construction, Ottawa University, and Arvest Bank. Now let's return to the field and join KOFO's Casey Weaver for Ottawa University Lady Braves Softball.
At 8:36 p.m., a severe
Hello, everyone, and welcome back as we'll give you the starting lineups for your Lady Braves, who will be the visitors here. Corey Lacey, the left fielder, will be leading off. Second will be Kinsey Stevens, the center fielder. Batting third will be the right fielder, Peyton Matika. Batting fourth, the catcher, Elena Cott-Lori. Batting fifth, designated player Aaron Smith. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Jordan Sarnecki. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Alexa Romero. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Sierra Redley. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Tommy Lynn Hickman. And on the mound for the Lady Braves, Amber Flummerfelt. The home team here will be Oklahoma Wesleyan. Batting first will be Michaela Schuldis, the right fielder. Batting second, the center fielder, Desiree Cavazos. Batting third, the shortstop, Kaylee Clinton. Batting fourth, the second baseman, J.C. Wang. Batting fifth, the catcher, Brittany Howard. And batting sixth will be the first baseman, Anna Sutherland. Batting seventh, the left fielder will be Allie Raines. Batting eighth, the designated player, Ashley Stone. Batting ninth will be the third baseman, Peyton Langley. And on the mound for Oklahoma Wesleyan, it'll be Ashley Capps. As we get that for winner's bracket action, Matt, this is a little different overall atmosphere than what Oklahoma Wesleyan played in earlier today. A lot less people in the stands and much later in everything. At this point, they've been resting for about 9 hours.
Yeah, they've really, had a lot of chance to sit around with, a little bit of the lightning delay that we went through earlier, and definitely not nearly as big a crowd on hand. And I think, a lot of the part of the crowd that was here was part of the Oklahoma Wesleyan baseball team that was here to watch and support the Lady Eagles.
That's right, and the Lady Braves had the men's baseball team here as well for their game, so both those teams had to go back as they will be playing tomorrow, especially the Braves at 11 a.m. On the mound, as we mentioned, is Ashley Capps. She is the ace on the hill for the Eagles. She comes in with an ERA of 1.97, 12-8 record on the year. This is her 26th game. She's pitched 25 complete games this year. She has pitched 131 innings, 80 strikeouts, and giving up a batting average of 206, which is quite impressive, but had a rough outing against the Lady Braves the first time out.
Yeah, it's going to be a good chance tonight. I mean, I'm sure that she probably wants to get back on the bump and go at them. And the Lady Braves obviously want to keep the wind going.
And as we said, this stadium playing a little bit different than the one behind us with Field 3. Field 2, the wind playing straight out to center. And we saw a home run and about 6 extra base hits in the game prior to us. So runs which were at a premium for the Lady Braves in Game 1 against McPherson, hopefully will start to bubble over and can really pick up on the offensive side. It's going to be Corey Lacey to lead off for the Lady Braves. And she takes a fastball low for ball one. Lacey with a .345 average, 1 home run, 24 RBIs this season. Lady Braves only had 4 hits in Game 1 earlier today. And she will take strike one, and it evens the count at 1-1. I'll say first pitch was about 8:40, Matt. Originally scheduled for 7 o'clock. So both these teams warmed up and then kind of had to sit around.
Yeah, no, exactly. Sometimes that's tough to get loose again, and especially as the weather's gotten a little bit cooler tonight, but maybe cooler than both teams anticipated.
2 balls, 1 strike as Lacey takes fastball outside. Lacey, the lefty, takes a fastball down the middle, and the count is even at 2-2. Cap's rocking the cap on the mound here. No sun, but just kind of probably habit. Ask head coach Jay Cant earlier about playing under the lights, and they've done it several times this year. And Lacey's going to strike out swinging as Cap gets her first strikeout here in Game 2 for both these teams. Lady Braves played at 3 o'clock this afternoon, then made a trip to Subway, and then came back out here to warm up for tonight's matchup. It'll be Kinsey Stevens stepping in from the right side. Stevens, the center fielder. The top of the Ottawa lineup kind of struggled in Game 1. It was the middle to the bottom half of the lineup that got Ottawa all the runs in Game 1.
No, you're exactly right. And I think if memory serves me right, Kinsey tried to bunt at least a couple different times. So I wouldn't be surprised if she tried to push one down the line here.
And she did take ball one. Their count even at 1-1. Fastball low, below the knees. Gets it to 2-1. Stevens with a .350 average, 1 home run, 21 RBIs. Again, she'll show bunt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball, Stevens hits right back to Capps, and she'll walk it over to first base for out number 2. And how key was it for Oklahoma Wesleyan to get 11 hits in game 1 to kind of open up the floodgates to get some of those jitters out?
No, absolutely. Sometimes, early in a tournament, you get a little bit nervous and don't swing the bat as well as you're capable of.
And that'll bring Peyton Matika to the plate for the Lady Braves, playing right field. Matika, the freshman, had some big at-bats, one that turned into a walk, and she really made the McPherson pitchers battle. Matika takes a fastball low for ball 2, and the count goes to 2-0.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Casey, she really battled in that. She would, at one point in one of the bats, she was down 0-2 and battled all the way back for a walk, I believe.
McPherson pitcher almost doubled the number of pitches as Rebecca Clinton on the mound in game 1. At one point, Clinton had 30 pitches, and pitcher on the mound for McPherson had over 60. So Ottawa, a team that can wait you out, as Matika takes strike 1 and then takes a ball in the dirt, and the count goes to 3-1. Matika with a .289 average, 5 home runs, 27 RBIs.
I believe, Casey, that last pitch was kind of the first changeup that we've seen Capps throw.
Now Capps will throw a fastball that looked to be down the middle, but it's going to be called a ball. Might have maybe just a little bit outside, and Lady Braves have their first base runner. And I swear, every time Elena Kotluri gets into the batting, gets on deck, the person in front of her with 2 outs always gets on. So you make your catcher take all of the gear off every time.
Yeah, just bad luck, but good because it's RBI chances.
So Elena Kotluri, the catcher, steps up as the 4th hitter in the inning, and she's going to take a fastball low for ball 1. Kotluri with a .324 average, 9 home runs, 45 RBIs. Goes by the nickname Cheese. And had a base hit in the first game that was roped over shortstop. Was part of that 2-run 3rd inning that tied the game up against McPherson earlier today, and she swings over the top of this one. Count goes to 1-1. Kotluri, the right fielder, takes a fastball outside for ball 2, and the count gets to 2-1. And this is a pretty tight strike zone we're seeing here so far, Matt.
It really is. There's not much give on either side. I know the fans seem a little bit upset with the strike zone, but the pitcher-catcher don't seem to be too upset.
2 balls, 1 strike, and Kotluri swings over a fastball that's a little low. The count now at 2-2. Kotluri will step out and look for the signal from head coach Jay Kant. Coaching from 3rd base. Runner in motion, takes a bounce at short, and that'll be it for the Lady Braves inning as Kotluri grounds out to short. Ottawa with no runs on no hits, with Oklahoma Wesleyan coming to the plate. You can listen to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a brave. Visit ottawa.edu. Come to Constantino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa for a huge sale through May 22nd. It's their 70th anniversary, and they're celebrating by giving you the hottest prices of the year and the courteous customer service that's been their mission since 1948. Constantino's Price Chopper, 120 East 19th in Ottawa. If you're expecting, you have 1,000 questions that Ransom Memorial Health can help answer with their next childbirth class starting July 23rd. Learn about the importance of nutrition, healthy labor, even tour the family birthplace. Find out more by calling 229-8458 or go online to ransom.org.
Welcome back, as Ottawa did manage to get a runner on with a walk, but after that a ground out ends the inning. So through the top of the first, it's still 0-0 with Oklahoma Wesleyan coming to the plate. Defensively for the Lady Braves, it's Lacey in left field, Stevens in center, Matika in right. At 3rd base, Rentley, shortstop, Hickman, 2nd baseman, Romero, first base, Sarnecki, and the battery will be Elena Kotlori and Amber Plummerfelt. Plummerfelt on the season comes in with a record of 9-3, a 4.36 ERA. Her 18th appearance, 16th start. She has 77 innings pitched and 21 strikeouts. As she will face Michaela Scholdis for Oklahoma Wesleyan, and she's going to take a breaking ball for a strike. And it's the displeasure of the Oklahoma Wesleyan fans that are here. That one might have been a little low from what we saw in the top of the first.
No, you're exactly right, Casey.
And Scholdis lays off. Second pitch, count goes to 1-1. Scholdis with the 4.45 average, one of the tops in the conference. Slap hitter, and she'll take low for ball 2, and the count goes to 2-1. Plummerfeld, a little bit different of a pitcher, uses her off-speed stuff to get a lot of her strikeouts and induce ground balls. A little different pitcher than what we saw from Rebecca Clinton. And the count now 3-1 as a fastball lands in the dirt. Lady Braves have to be careful here. Scholdis from the left side, the slap hitter. Showing bunt now on 3-1. And she takes fastball on the outside corner, and the count goes full at 3-2.
Much to the chagrin of the Oklahoma Wesleyan fans.
They're going to let us know how they feel all evening, I think, Matt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And this one's hit up to shortstop. Hickman up with it, but Scholdis just too fast and gets the infield single.
Yeah, she really got down the line there.
So a leadoff single here for Oklahoma Wesleyan. They are wearing the red jerseys with the gray pants, red socks with the 5 stripes going white, navy blue, red, all the way down the socks. Also wearing stirrups. Got Oklahoma Wesleyan written across the chest in navy blue. First pitch is low for a ball as she will face Desiree Cavazos, the center fielder. Cavazos batting .333, no home runs, 2 RBIs. Count 1-0, and Scholdis a major threat to steal, and they try to steal a little hit and run, and this one's fouled back to the screen. Count goes to 1-1, but Scholdis looking to get on the move quickly.
Yeah, it looks like Oklahoma Wesleyan really wants to put some pressure on the Braves here defensively by starting the runner.
Runs were at a premium in the matchup in Ottawa. Less than 10 runs were scored in the entire 2-game series. First game, 4-1. Second game, 2-1. Just 8 runs scored over a 14-inning period. Fastball high from Plummerfelt makes count 2-1, and now this one's hit up the middle, and Romero unable to step on second, and that's another infield single. It took an awkward hop on her. She was basically playing over the top of second base there, Matt.
No, I think she was she saw the runner going and thought maybe if I catch it, quick step on get a double play ball, and it maybe just took her eyes right off of it.
And we'll wait and see how that's scored. I'm going to assume that is an error. This one's hit deep to center and making a diving catch, and they're going to say she's out at second. And if she tagged, did they call her? I didn't see a tag up there, Matt.
She might have been on the bag when the ball was caught.
That was very close either way. They didn't give a signal for the out until very late. But either way, they tag up and get the third. Runners on the corners here with 1 out. So Clinton does her job and moves the base runner from second to third. That'll bring J.C. Wang to the plate. She's going to hit this one to left field. Corey Lacey and unable to get there, and it'll drop in front of her, and Oklahoma Wesleyan will take the first lead of the game, 1-0. And I'm surprised Ottawa didn't appeal or even step on the bag on that previous play.
No,
that's still a little mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, maybe coaches saw something different than what we saw from our angle here, but there was no hesitation from
Scholdis. She had to have taken off at the perfect time. This one now roped over the third baseman's head, and this one could be trouble. Lacey, though, gets it quickly into the infield, and now the bases are loaded with just 1 out. So a 1-0 lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan, and I can't even say their lineup quick enough before there's another hit, and that's going to cause a mound visit from head coach Jay Cant. So just to recap, we've got Howard, who just got the single to left field, standing on first base, J.C. Wang standing on second, and Kaylee Clinton standing on third for Oklahoma Wesleyan. They've already scored one and now have the bases loaded with no outs. And that brings the first baseman, Anna Sutherland, to the plate. Sutherland, a .258 hitter, no home runs, 14 RBIs. Plummerfelt ready to go. Rocks back and throws. This one's hit to third. Coming up with it quickly and going home for out number two is Retley at third. And Ottawa able to get the lead runner here. Gives them 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, that was a tough play, Casey, and I think that might have been our only play. The ball was hit so slowly that she had to come home with her momentum moving toward home plate.
So the left fielder, Allie Raines, comes to the plate for the Lady Eagles. First pitch from Plummerfeld in the dirt for ball one. Oklahoma Wesleyan with 1 run on 3 hits so far in the inning. Fastball high for ball 2. Plummerfeld behind in the count at 2-0. Two balls, no strikes on Raines. Fastball at the belt for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. We have Wang on third, Howard at second, and Sutherland at first for the Lady Eagles. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Oklahoma Wesleyan leads 1-0, and they are threatening. Another fastball. They've called a strike, and the count goes even at 2-2.
That was a really good pitch. Good velocity on that pitch.
See if Plummerfelt maybe tries to get Raines to chase something out of the zone. Pitch is hit deep to center, and this one is going to get in the gap, and that might score all 3 runs. Rounding second is going to be Sutherland, and she will get all the way to third, so only 2 runs score. That makes it 3-0, and I think that could be it for Plummerfelt, as Rebecca Clinton has been warming up to our right. And head coach Jay Cant knows that runs are a premium in this matchup, and that is going to bring Clinton out, so we will take a quick 30-second break. You listen to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families, like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Yep, thank you. Welcome back as Amber Plummerfeld's day is done as she goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 4 hits, 0 earned runs, though, as all 3 will go unearned as the Lady Braves had 1 error that ended up costing them. Still have Raines standing at second, Sutherland at third, and Rebecca Clinton will enter this game after a victory in Game 1. Rebecca Clinton this season, 3.44 ERA. Make that a 3.38 ERA as it's updated. 165 innings pitched, average of 282 given up, and 148 strikeouts. And head coach Jay Cant going with the quick hook here, Matt.
No, I think, sometimes you have to, in a tournament situation, you have to be quick with your players. You remind them that they're still a good pitcher and that they have a lot of softball ahead of them, and tonight was just not your night on the mound.
Well, it's 3-0 Oklahoma Wesleyan here in the bottom of the first, and they still have runners at second and third. First pitch, rise ball is high for ball 1 from Clinton. The count goes to 1-0. Tough situation for Clinton to come in with runners at second and third, but has to deal the hand that you're dealt here. Fastball down the middle is going to be hit between third base and short. 1 run scored. Play at the plate, and she's going to be safe as Raines scores from second. And the score is now 5-0 Oklahoma Wesleyan.
And that ball was just hit really hard through the infield on the ground all the way to the outfield, and with the runners off on contact with 2 outs and not scored.
Honestly, not a bad throw from Lacey. It was just great base running from Raines. Of course, all runners moving with 2 outs.
And that's really the difference between being safe or out at home.
Score 5-0 Oklahoma Wesleyan in the bottom of the first inning, as the 8-hitter, make that the 9-hitter, Langley will come to the plate as she takes strike 1 with the fastball. Langley, a .298 hitter, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. As Clinton is set. And this one's going to be fouled back. Count goes to 0-2. Ottawa really just looking for some kind of spark, whether it's on defense or if they can get the bats going.
Exactly. You know, sometimes teams come out and get shell-shocked in the first inning and struggle to recover for the game, and let's hope that's not the case for the Braves this inning.
And a rise ball gets the strikeout for Rebecca Clinton. That swing over the top of it is Langley, but Oklahoma Wesleyan scores 5 runs on 5 hits. As we head to the top of the second, Lady Braves trail 5-0. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, it's always Subway my way at Subway of Ottawa. Cosentino's Price Chopper may not look a day over 65, but they're celebrating their 70th anniversary, and they're doing it with a huge sale. Don't miss out on the hottest prices of the year at Cosentino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa, celebrating low prices since 1948.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free.
When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations. Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Oklahoma Wesleyan gets the bats out in the bottom half of the first inning and score 5 runs on the Lady Braves, and they lead 5-0. It'll be Erin Smith leading off for Ottawa. She's the designated player, batting .346, 3 home runs, 33 RBIs. Seen Ottawa go down most recently against Tabor 4-0 in the first inning. They turned around and scored 16 unanswered. So just something very similar to that would work in this situation, Matt.
That would be perfect.
First pitch outside from Caps. Makes it 1-0.
You know, I think as a team, the thing the Lady Braves need to remember here is that it's only the top of the second. There's still time left. They don't have to try to score 5 runs all back in one inning.
Smith will take a fastball down the middle for strike 1, and the count goes even at 1-1. For Ottawa, it's going to be Smith, Zarnecki, and Romero. They did charge 1 error to Alexis Romero in the last half inning, and Flemmerfeld finished with 3 earned runs. Breaking ball. First, I guess the second changeup we've seen today that pours in there for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, and Smith will foul this one down the third baseline.
Yep, foul that pitch off. Get you another better pitch to hit this time.
Erin Smith, the junior infielder from Wiley, Texas. She goes 5'4". Batting from the right side and takes a fastball low. The count evens at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. I think there might be a few Oklahoma Wesleyan baseball players still here.
Yes.
Really getting after umpires so far, and it's not helping their case, as another fastball on the outside corner is called a ball, so the count goes full at 3-2. So Erin Smith started this at bat at 0-2, has gotten it to full at 3-2. Fastball hit by Smith that is going to hit off the first baseman, and no, diving at the bag, and Erin Smith is safe. And Ottawa It's a leadoff single from Aaron Smith. And I think the first baseman just kind of misjudged it there, Matt.
I think so. The ball kind of took a funny hop on her as she dove for it. And I'm not sure she really needed to dive for that ball.
That was going over the top of the bag and sprawled out down the line. And the second baseman almost made the play, which was Lang. Either way, the Lady Braves have a runner on with no out, and that'll bring Jordan Sarnecki to the plate. Fastball's low for ball one. Counts at 1-0. Sarnecki playing first base this evening. Takes fastball high for ball two, and the count goes to 2-0. Ottawa, who earned 6 walks in game one. Fastball high for ball three, and the count goes to 3-0. And sometimes as a pitcher, when that zone continues to shrink, that can kind of get in your head, can it?
Definitely. You feel a little more pressure to try to throw it down the middle.
3 balls, no strikes. Fastball low for ball four. And Ottawa with runners at first and second with no outs. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan is going to have their head coach come out and talk with their pitcher.
You know, I think sometimes, Casey, when you have a team that comes out, puts up 5 runs, a lot of emotion, you try to carry that emotion out to the field, and as a pitcher, you get a little over-amped up and caught up in that emotion.
And it was a long bottom of the first inning as well.
Exactly. On a cool night.
That is continuing to chill down a little bit more. I know around game time it was about 68 degrees. It's got to be around 60 now as we made the poor decision of wearing shorts. So we'll just go with that. Pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Howard behind the plate. The count at 1-0.
The short decision seemed like a good decision at the time.
We saw Alexa Romero taking some hacks in the cage when we showed up about an hour and a half before this game started. Struggled in game one, but has the power to make something happen, and she takes a fastball high. Oh, it's going to be called a strike. Excuse me. Count goes to 1-1. Romero with a 331 average, 3 home runs, 28 RBIs, was KCAC Player of the Week in week 2 of play. And she's going to drive this one up the middle, and that's a base hit. They're going to send Smith home, and no throw, and Ottawa's on the board here in the top of the second on an RBI single from Alexa Romero.
No, absolutely. That was a good pitch to hit it hard back up the middle, right back where it came from, into center field, and gets the first Brave run home for the evening.
So Lady Braves still with runners on base at first and second. And to the plate comes Sarah Rutley. Rutley, the 7th batter in the lineup, playing shortstop. Make that third base, and she takes a fastball for strike one. Count goes to 0-1. Rutley with a 299 average, no home runs, 15 RBIs. And she fouls this one back, and the count goes to 0-2.
And as you mentioned earlier, Casey, the bottom part of the Braves lineup in one today really kind of helped get things going and kickstart the rest of the team.
And fastball outside gets the count to 1-2. Top of the second inning as Rutley will strike out swinging. That'll be the first out for the Lady Braves here in the top of the second. To the plate comes the lefty, Tommy Lynn Hickman, playing shortstop, batting 9th for the Lady Braves. Runners at first and second are Sarnecki and Romero. Hickman struck out twice in game one. She was also taking quite a few hacks in the cage. See if those paid off, and she's behind in the count at 0-1. And she's going to swing over the top of this one, and the count's to 0-2. Count to Tommy Lynn Hickman. 331 average, 1 home run, 18 RBIs. She's going to strike out on 3 pitches. And that's 2 outs.
Looked like they got her maybe on her off-speed pitch as she was moving up in the box to slap at it.
Ottawa going with back-to-back slap hitters as Hickman the 9, followed by Lacey the 1. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Lady Braves trail 5-1, but they have scored one. This one hit up the middle, right back to Cats, and that'll do it. So Ottawa leaves 2 on. They do get 1 hit, though, and they score a run as we head to the bottom of the second. Lady Braves trail 5-1. You've listened to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a brave. Visit ottawa.edu. Come to Constantino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa for a huge sale through May 22nd. It's their 70th anniversary, and they're celebrating by giving you the hottest prices of the year and the courteous customer service that's been their mission since 1948. Constantino's Price Chopper, 120 East 19th in Ottawa.
Welcome back as Rebecca Clinton will face the top of the Oklahoma Wesleyan lineup. Bretley quickly to first, and she is out as Schuldis motoring down the line. Great throw by Bretley to get her out by about half a step.
Yeah, she really gets down the line from the left side of the plate.
A beautiful bunt down the third base line, just a better defensive play by Bretley, and that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Lady Braves trailing 5-1 as Oklahoma Wesleyan able to bat around in the first inning. That brings Cavazos to the plate, and she will take a fastball for strike 1 on the inside corner. Amber Fulmerfelt started this game, went 2/3 of an inning, and gave up 3 earned, 5 total runs scored in the inning, and Clinton was brought in, ended up giving an RBI single up, and a foul ball here by Cavazos, and it goes to 0-2. So Clinton getting ahead at 0-2. And Oklahoma Wesleyan going with back-to-back slap hitters at the top of the lineup. No balls, 2 strikes, and this one's fouled away by Cavazos, and the count remains at 0-2. Cavazos reached base on an error, which might seem a little harsh. That one went to Romero, who was out of her natural position there, Matt, on that tough play where it ended up hitting off the bag.
She really did. It's a tough play for her.
This one's fouled back to the screen by Cavazos, and it remains 0-2.
She was moving toward the bag, runner bearing down on her at second.
As we saw from Schuldis, that might have been the greatest tag-up of all time later on in that inning, and Luckily, we had an Oklahoma Wesleyan fan standing right next to us that reminded us that she did tag up. So glad to know they're listening, though.
Yes.
This one's hit straight up in the air, and making the catch is going to be the shortstop, Tommy Lynn Hickman. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. And to the plate will come Kaylee Clinton, the 3-hitter, playing shortstop. First pitch is fouled away as there was a rise ball. The count goes to 0-1. Kaylee Clinton lined to center in her first plate appearance in the first inning and takes another rise ball, but this time it's high. And count goes to 1-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Ottawa trails 5-1 as Oklahoma Wesleyan bats. Clinton with a fastball that gets fouled into the Ottawa bench there. Not sure how that didn't make its way inside of the dugout.
Fortunately, yes.
It had a wicked curve on it. And Oklahoma Wesleyan is really going after the fastball from Clinton here so far.
Yeah, I think, what they saw from a little bit of scouting was that she throws a lot of fastballs.
This one's going to be hit deep and into the gap in left center. This is going to be for extra bases. Lacey picks it up. They're motoring for 3, and then she goes back to the base. Lacey able to hit the relay and prevent 3 bases. But a double there for the 3-hitter Clinton. Oklahoma Wesleyan with a runner in scoring position again.
And Casey, I know this is a little cliche to say, but, a 2-out double doesn't really hurt you. So what? You've got a runner at second base, come back, make great pitches here against a 4-hole hitter, get out of the inning, no damage done.
Yeah, the cleanup here will be J.C. Wang. And she takes low with the fastball. Count goes to 1-0. Wang, who singled to left in the first inning, had an RBI single. Fastball in the outside corner, goes for strike 1, and the count evens at 1-1. As Clinton will step off the pitcher's plate and walk around the circle for a second. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball hit to second base. Romero up with it, making the play and getting the out from her knees to end the inning. As Oklahoma Wesleyan gets no runs on 1 hit as we head to the top of the third. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, it's always Subway my way. At Subway of Ottawa, Ransom Memorial Health knows that for expecting moms and dads, education is the key for a positive birth experience. So they invite you to sign up for the next childbirth class that starts July 23rd. Give your newborn the best possible start. Call 229-8458 or find out more at ransom.org.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free.
When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Welcome back to the top of the third inning as the Lady Braves trail 5-1. Leading off this inning for Ottawa is going to be Kinsey Stevens, the center fielder. She'll be followed by Peyton Matika and Elena Cott-Lori. Stevens grounded to the pitcher in the first inning. Stevens shows bunt and brings it back and takes a fast on the outside corner. Doesn't catch enough of it, though, and the count goes to 1-0.
Yeah, Kinsey's really shown the tendency to want to push the ball down the first base line via bunt tonight, or today, actually.
1 ball, no strike. Stevens is going to hit this one in the air, and it looks like the right fielder is going to make the play as Shoulders comes over and makes the catch for out number 1.
A lot of extra foul territory over on the fields here at the Great Bend Complex, and gave her just enough room for the right fielder to make the play.
Yeah, we made mention of that quite often during the baseball game yesterday as well. Fastball on the outside part of the plate is called a ball by Caps, and the count goes to 1-0. It'll be Peyton Matika who takes strike one, and the count goes even at 1-1. Matika, the freshman from Parker, Colorado. Count goes to 2-1 with the fastball low. Matika walked in the first inning when Caps was still trying to find the strike zone.
Right.
Not sure she has a grasp on it quite yet, though, from the umpire behind the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. And this one's going to be hit hard to the second baseman, but right at Wang, and that is out number 2.
She had a good swing on that ball. It just, sometimes it just gets hit right to where the fielders are, and they had it played perfectly there.
To the plate comes the catcher, Elena Cott-Lori. She takes a fastball in the dirt for ball 1. Kansas Wesleyan hit .450 in game 1. They're currently at .462. Fastball Cott-Lori turns on, but it's hit, of course, right at the third baseman at Langley, and she'll make the play as she quickly gets it over to Sutherland for the third out. No runs on no hits as we head to the bottom of the third. Ottawa trails 5-1. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Napa know-how. Hear that screeching sound from your car? It's your brakes yelling, "Change me." So head to any Napa Auto Care Center and we'll replace them for you. Or go to any Napa Auto Parts store and do it yourself. Either way, you'll get a $50 prepaid Visa card by mail on qualifying purchases over $250. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 5/31/18.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families, like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Welcome back as Ottawa trails 5-1 against Oklahoma Wesleyan. We mentioned the .462 average as the Lady Eagles have 5 runs on 6 hits, left 2 on base. Ottawa 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 left on base. All the damage done so far by Oklahoma Wesleyan in the first inning as they scored 5 in the bottom of the first. Ottawa got 1 back in the top half of the second. Leading off for Oklahoma Wesleyan here in the top of the third is going to be the catcher, Brittany Howard. Howard scored a run, as well as earned an RBI with a single to left in the first inning. And she'll take a fastball down the middle for strike 1 from Clinton.
Good pitch there, way to get ahead of the hitter. Gives her a chance to throw that rise ball maybe up in the zone here.
No balls, 1 strike. Breaking ball from Clinton that goes over the bag and is going to dig its way into the corner. Lacey coming up throwing, and looks like she is going to be safe at second as Howard able to slide in under the tag. And that ball tailing away from Retley at third. Not sure if she saw the bag. Kind of unsure of whether to dive or to play that one on the hop.
Yeah, just a ball hit right at the bag, and that second hop took her right to the bag. And I agree, Casey. Kind of an in-between. Do I dive? Do I try to backhand it? And ultimately it gets into left field for a double.
Anna Sutherland will show bunt as this one goes right back to Clinton at the mound. She'll go to first base for one out, and then moving to third will be Howard. That is the first out of the bottom of the third inning for Ottawa. To the plate will come the 7-hitter, Allie Raines, the left fielder. She had a 2-run single in the first inning. First pitch from Clinton down the middle for strike one. And a lot of signals being given from the third base coach for Oklahoma Wesleyan. I guess that's why they're in college, Matt.
That's true.
Fastball down the middle for strike two, and the count goes to 0-2.
It reminded me a little bit like she was swatting a swarm of bees.
So Howard standing on third for the Lady Eagles. They lead 5-1 and are threatening again. Fastball from Clinton is high for ball one. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, two strikes, one out here in the bottom of the third. Another rise ball. That Rain stays off, and the count goes to 2-2. And they ended up giving Rains a double in the first inning. And just getting a piece of it is Rains as this one's fouled back behind the plate.
Yeah, it looks like Rains had that one timed pretty well. She just missed it, and it straight back over the catcher's head right to the fence.
One ball, two strikes. Fastball from Clinton is just going to get out of play over the top of the protection behind home plate. Count remains at 2-2. One out here in the bottom of the third. Clinton's pitch, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop for Ottawa, Tommy Lynn Hickman, for the second out. Big out there for Clinton in this Ottawa defense.
It really is. Leave that runner standing at third base. If you can get out of the inning, it has to be an emotional lift for the team to maybe come in and wake up the bats.
That'll bring the designated player, Ashley Stone, who was the first batter that Clinton faced in the first inning, and she had a 2 RBI single. And this one's going to be hit deep to center on the run, and making the catch in center field is Kinsey Stevens for the third out. And a deep third out all the way at the warning track. So no runs on one hits for Oklahoma Wesleyan here in the bottom of the third. Ottawa still trails 5-1. Listen to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, it's always Subway my way at Subway of Ottawa. Constantino's Price Chopper may not look a day over 65, but they're celebrating their 70th anniversary, and they're doing it with a huge sale. Don't miss out on the hottest prices of the year at Constantino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa, celebrating low prices since 1948.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free.
When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Welcome back as Ottawa trails 5-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. And the other winner's bracket game, a little bit of so far, an upset potentially brewing as Friends leads Tabor 5-0 in the fifth inning. The other baseball game going on right now is Southwestern and Friends leads 4-0 in the eighth inning. So Friends Falcons fans out there feeling really good about themselves, which is real difficult for those down in Wichita sometimes.
Very true. Very true.
That's why you have rivals, Matt, so you can say things like that.
Exactly. Helps
comes from a place of love.
That's right.
Aaron Smith will step in for Ottawa. 351 average, 3 home runs, 33 RBIs. She singled the first in the second inning. Scored a run for Ottawa. 1 ball, no strikes. Breaking ball from Caps, just getting to the plate. And we still get a yell from the Oklahoma Wesleyan fans asking for a strike, but that one literally landed on the plate. The count goes to 2-0.
Good pitch if you're playing horseshoes.
2 balls, no strikes. Smith hits this one to second base and quickly up with it is Wang for out number 1. We saw Ottawa really turning on pitches against the starting pitching from McPherson. Everything in this game has been hit to the right side of the infield, which to me tells you they're a little behind.
A little behind or not quite sure about what pitch is coming.
Fastball in the outside corner to Jordan Sarnecki. Sarnecki, who walked in the second inning. No balls, 1 strike. Sarnecki takes low for ball 1. Down even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Fastball is going to catch the outside corner, and it goes to 1-2. Sarnecki showing bunt. He'll bring it back. Takes the rise ball high for ball 2. And evens it at 2-2.
And Casey, I think you would agree maybe that the second time through the lineup, the Braves batters seem to be more comfortable facing Caps this time through. They're getting better swings.
Well, just some better hit balls overall than what we saw the first time through. And just staying alive is Sarnecki as she shoots this one to the fence to the right of us. We see Elena Cott-Lowry over here to our right getting worked on by head trainer Jen Rayburn. Looks like it could potentially be around the ankle. Breaking ball, and Sarnecki will strike out with the changeup for the second out here in the top of the 4th. And up will step Alexa Romero, who has the only RBI for the Lady Braves here as they trail 5-1. Had an RBI single that went between shortstop and third base, and she'll take a fastball low for ball 1. Reminder, we will have Ottawa University Braves baseball tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And depending on the outcome here in this one, we'll have that one as well. No matter what, as this is a double elimination tournament. Romero fouls the second pitch back. The count goes to 1-1.
Looks like the umpire's going to throw that ball out of play. Must have sustained a cut in it since it was hit just right on the end of the bat.
1 ball, 1 strike. Romero hits this one sharply to third base. And the throw is going to be in time as Langley threw it a little wide. And making the catch is Sutherland for the third out. We head to the bottom of the 4th. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
If you're expecting, you have 1,000 questions that Ransom Memorial Health can help answer with their next childbirth class starting July 23rd. Learn about the importance of nutrition, healthy labor, even tour the family birthplace. Find out more by calling 229-8458 or go online to ransom.org.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a brave. Visit ottawa.edu. Come to Constantino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa for a huge sale through May 22nd. It's their 70th anniversary, and they're celebrating by giving you the hottest prices of the year and the courteous customer service that's been their mission since 1948. Constantino's Price Chopper, 120 East 19th in Ottawa.
Welcome back as Ottawa trails here in the bottom of the 4th inning, 5-1 against the 2-seed Oklahoma Wesleyan Lady Eagles. mentioned in the pregame, Ottawa eliminated Oklahoma Wesleyan in the losers bracket of last year's KCAC tournament, and in the process eliminated them from any potential postseason play going forward, as Kansas Wesleyan ended up winning the tournament as the 4 seed. Oklahoma Wesleyan last year was also the 3 seed. But Oklahoma Wesleyan is currently in the position where if Tabor were to win this tournament, they would get the second automatic bid. But the way they're playing right now, they're looking to take it all here in Great Bend. Ottawa's got to try and match that intensity as Clinton will start off. Peyton Langley with the ball, and the count goes to 1-0. Temperature has dropped all the way down to 57 degrees, Matt.
Yeah, and I believe the wind's picked up a little bit as well.
And Clinton is going to let Langley wear it on the left side of the leg. Not sure that one's going to feel too great. But not the way you want to start off the inning facing the 9-hitter and with the ever-so-dangerous Michaela Schuldis at the plate.
No, definitely not. Definitely don't want to give out 3 base runners.
First pitch from Clinton down the middle for strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Schuldis, who singled in the first inning and then was forced out with the bunt with the 5-3 in the second, and she takes a fastball outside for ball 1. Count even at 1-1. Langley standing on first for Oklahoma Wesleyan. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Ottawa trails 5-1. And fastball is high, and the count goes to 2-1. Oklahoma Wesleyan has put base runners on in 4 or 5 innings, but it's the first inning that has to stick out in your mind as they started this game with a 5-0 lead. Showing bunt now is Schuldis. She goes right back to Clinton, making the play, and then goes to second. And Romero steps on the bag and gets the force out of Langley.
That was a good play, kind of a risky play, but trying to cut down the lead runner is probably an important play at this point in the game.
To the plate will step Desiree Cavazos. Oklahoma Wesleyan with 5 runs on 6 hits so far. And a fastball inside for strike 1 as Clinton starts off Cavazos, the lefty, with a strike. Oh, 1 the count. And Cavazos lets the rise ball go, and the count goes to 1-1.
Casey, do you find it interesting that Oklahoma Wesleyan has 2 left-handed slappers at the top of their lineup?
Well, and that's something I asked head coach Jay Cann about as well. Not just Oklahoma Wesleyan, but Ottawa goes 9-1 lefty-lefty slap hitter. And almost thrown out would have been Langley make that Schuldis at first. Thought about testing Cotler, but we saw that turned out in game 1, didn't we?
Exactly. I think, and Oklahoma Wesleyan got a full view of that.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and this one's going to be fouled away. Count remains at 1-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cavazos reached on an error in the first and then popped to short in the second. Pitch from Clinton is going to be fouled away, as I believe it might have caught the forearm of Cott Laurie.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. As many innings as she's caught, pitches she's received, get one of those foul tips to kind of chews you up a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes as Cott Laurie will shake it off. Pitch from Clinton down the middle, and we'll get Cavazos looking with strike 3. And for Rebecca Clinton, that is strikeout number 2. That brings the 3-hitter Kaylee Clinton up to face Rebecca Clinton for the second time this evening. And she starts her off with a rise ball. That's high for ball 1.
I will say that Oklahoma Wesleyan hitters have been pretty disciplined about not chasing pitches out of the zone.
1 ball, no strikes. This one's going to be hit off the inside of the bat, foul down the third base line. As Rentley did a good job of waiting for that one to go foul before touching it. One play cost McPherson in game 1 where the third baseman should have let it go foul and ended up giving up an infield single. Rise ball that welcome back as Ottawa managed to get out of that inning without giving up any more runs. The score remains 5-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. For the Lady Braves, it'll be Rettley, Hickman, and Lacey. So 8-9-1 for Ottawa. Oklahoma Wesleyan still batting .333 for the game with those 5 runs on 6 hits. All 6 hits coming in the first inning. Rettley struck out swinging in the second. And she's going to hit this one down the line foul. Rettley, the sophomore from Leavenworth, Kansas.
Good aggressive swing there. It looked like she was expecting fastball, got it, just was a little out ahead of it even.
No balls, 1 strike to Rettley. Breaking ball outside for ball 1, and the count goes even at 1-1. Caps with 4 innings pitched, give it up 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Is the workhorse for this Oklahoma Wesleyan squad. And she throws this one in the dirt. Count goes to 2-1. I really feel like if Ottawa can get one here, it puts some pressure on Oklahoma Wesleyan. Fastball that's hit right back to Caps, and she'll walk it over to first base for out number 1.
Yeah, I think as the game wears on here, you know, the Ottawa hitters are going to have to start putting some pressure on the pitcher and on the defense, maybe get on base and use their speed.
Tommy Lynn Hickman will come to the plate. She struck out swinging in the second inning. And she drops down the bunt, down the third base line. Third baseman can't play it, kicks it into foul territory, and Hickman is safe with the infield bunt single. And got to think Oklahoma Wesleyan not prepared at all for the bunt there. Didn't have any infield in or anything, just playing normal depth.
Yeah, just playing back, and smart play there by coach to call the bunt play.
So a single for Tommy Lynn Hickman. And now Corey Lacey's going to foul it away with a high fastball. Count goes to 0-1.
one thing I've noticed more so on this field is the balls have tended to stay down. Doesn't seem to be as hard packed as Field 3 was when we played earlier today.
Lacey dropping down the bunt to the pitcher, going quickly, and she'll be thrown out at first. As Cass able to barehand it and get it over to first, but Ottawa now with the runner in scoring position as Hickman moves to second. And the wind picking up from behind us now, Matt. Almost blowing directly out to left field.
Yeah, that definitely looks for balls to be driven more into the gap even.
First pitch to Stevens is going to be a fastball for strike one. Stevens will show bunt and bring it back, and she'll take a fastball outside for ball one as the count evens at 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Ottawa trails 5-1, but has a runner at second base. And at the plate is Kinsey Stevens. Stevens fouls this one at the plate, and she will come back as the count moves to 1-2. Stevens, the senior outfielder from Owasso, Oklahoma. Count at 1-2. 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. And she's going to strike out swinging on the slider for the third out. No runs on one hit for the Lady Braves as we head to the bottom of the fifth. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, it's always Subway my way at Subway of Ottawa.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free.
When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Cosentino's Price Chopper may not look a day over 65, but they're celebrating their 70th anniversary, and they're doing it with a huge sale. Don't miss out on the hottest prices of the year at Cosentino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa, celebrating low prices since 1948.
Welcome back as the Lady Braves have a pitching change, as it is going to be Morgan Price on the mound, the freshman from Almacero, California. Price this season, 5.47 ERA, win-loss record of 2-1. This will be her 11th appearance. Has thrown 24 innings. She's up an average of 347, and she has 2 strikeouts. And leading off for Oklahoma Wesleyan will be the second baseman, J.C. Wang. Wang singled to left in the first and grounded to second in the second. Price fires and puts it right down the middle with a fastball for strike one. Price standing 5'7" on the pitcher's plate. This one hits a third. It goes off the shoulder of Retley, who keeps it in front of her, though, and just gives up the single.
Yeah, that ball took just a wicked hop.
In that part of the infield, that's not the first time we've seen that in this game or the game played before us.
Yeah.
And Retley was right in front of it, and in that situation, you know, you realize there's been a lot of extra dirt that's been piled on these fields, as we saw upwards of an inch and a half to 2 inches of rain on these fields. Got to give a lot of credit to the grounds crew here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. They've done everything they could to keep these looking nice. But these games have seen, this will be the third or fourth game of the day played on this field, so it is chewed up pretty good.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
1 ball, no balls, 1 strike. And this one's going to be hit over the head of the shortstop. And stepping on, or getting the tag at second is Hickman, as that one dropped right in front of her. And she gets the lead runner at second for the first out of the bottom of the fifth.
That ball looks like it had some weird English on it as well, spinning and kind of had to jump on it, try to catch it, tag, all same play.
Brings the catch for Brittany Howard to the plate. And she's going to hit this one to short. Nice play at short. Go for one and going for the double play, but dropping the ball at first is Sarnecki. So Ottawa gets the lead runner again at second on the ground ball. Ottawa almost turned a fantastic double play there, Matt.
No, that ball was hit sharply, and it was a really quick exchange between the shortstop and second baseman to get the throw to first.
So 2 outs now in the bottom of the fifth. Up steps Anna Sutherland. Sutherland takes breaking ball inside, 4-1. Now goes to 1-0. And I apologize, that is Allie Raines at the plate. Sutherland was in the box for about one pitch.
One pitch.
So it will be Raines. Raines with the double to left center in the first and popped to short in the third. Takes a fastball low and right at the knees, or just right below the knees for strike one, and the count goes to 2-1.
You know, Casey, for Price being a freshman, she really looks comfortable on the mound for the Braves tonight.
And now we're going to have the umpire come over and talk to the head coach for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And not sure what they're talking about here. Hear a lot of things yelled from the stands. Don't want to assume any of them right now.
Right. Might be a little gamesmanship from the...
Well, and what's the nice way to rattle a freshman who's in a groove right now, but then to delay the game?
Exactly.
That might be exactly what Oklahoma Wesleyan is doing. Two balls, one strike, as Price faces Raines. Set and ready to go with the fastball is Price, and that's going to be called a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Fastball down the middle, 4 strike 2. As we go full here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth, Ottawa trailing 5-1. Runner standing on first base.
And with 2 outs, the runner will be off on the pitch.
Fastball that's going to be popped in the air. Lacey's got to come quickly, and it's going to drop in front of her. And the runner will move all the way from first to third, and then taking second base, as Ottawa couldn't get the relay throw in, is Raines. So runners at second and third now for Oklahoma Wesleyan.
You know, Casey, that ball seemed to be in the air an awful long time, and I'm not sure. Maybe the Braves outfielders just didn't see it once it got up above the lights. Might be a tough play there.
To the plate steps the 8-hitter Ashley Stone, the designated player. She'll take a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Runners at second and third. Fastball is going to hit deep, and this one might be gone, and it is. A 3-run home run for Ashley Stone, her 11th of the year. And Oklahoma Wesleyan has blown this one open as they lead now 8-1.
Yeah, that was a pitch that was just up in the zone, and just Stone put a great swing on it, drove it over the 225 line out in left field.
Not too often you have your 8-hitter with a .415 average, 11 home runs, and now 57 RBIs.
Wow.
And Price threw a strike. Give her that.
She did. Challenged her with a pitch.
Our score now 8-1 Oklahoma Wesleyan. And now umpires having another conversation over here on the first base line.
That ball was well hit, Casey. It got up into the wind, blowing out.
It's 225 all the way around here at the softball field. As Price starts out Langley with a fastball for strike one.
Shows good moxie by the freshman to go right back in there and challenge the next hitter.
And now a rise ball that's hit deep, but is going to be foul as it goes down the third base line and does hit off the fence, but still foul. And Price now one strike away of getting out of this inning.
Just a loud strike.
Got to think of it that way, too, when you're on the mound, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Or should I say the pitcher's circle. Breaking ball on the outside corner looked real good. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Great pitch from Price as she mixed in that slider, and it moved from the inside of the plate to the outside. Had the hitter frozen. And Langley fouls it off towards the Ottawa dugout. It'll remain 1-2.
Langley was lucky just to get a piece of that one, I think.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Langley, who struck out in the first and was hit by a pitch in the fourth. And a rise ball thrown that looks like it's going to land between Lacey. No, she drops it. Had him play on it, and Langley's going to make it into second after Lacey drops it in left field. So that will probably be counted as error number 3 for the Lady Braves. And Ottawa in danger here, I believe, of the winning run basically standing, or I guess the run to end the game is standing on second base. As there is an 8-run limit after 5. And we're back to the top of the lineup for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And it is going to hit Michaela Schultes in the back. And now head coach Jay Cann will come out and talk to the umpire behind the plate. And that is going to do it for the third pitcher for Ottawa, as Price will come out of this game. And we will have a pitching change. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions, and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Welcome back, as Shelby Harvey will be on the mound for the Lady Braves. Looking at her numbers this season, as a 4.10 ERA, it is her 8th appearance. She's 2-0, 13 innings pitched, a 3.44 average against her, and has 6 strikeouts. And Ottawa needs to find a way to get it out here. Don't care how it comes at this point.
Exactly.
You want to live to play another inning, at least get three more at bats. As she will face Desiree Cavazos. She is 0 for 3. Reached on an error, popped to short, and struck out looking as Harvey starts her off with a breaking ball, and it's high for ball 1. Harvey has done a good job in relief appearances this year. Really deceptive with her off-speed stuff. Breaking ball that's going to be hit down the first base line, and that's going to do it, as that's going to score 1 run. And that should do it, as that one made its way all the way into the corner. So that is a run rule, and that should be the ball game. So Ottawa falls 9-1 here in Game 2, and they will go to the loser's bracket, which means they will play at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll take a break. You can listen to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and family families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu. Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead. And don't forget, it's always Subway my way at Subway of Ottawa. Ransom Memorial Health knows that for expecting moms and dads, education is the key for a positive birth experience. So they invite you to sign up for the next childbirth class that starts July 23rd. Give your newborn the best possible start. Call 229-8458 or find out more at ransom.org.
Welcome back as Lady Braves fall 9-1 in 5 innings by a run rule. Oklahoma Wesleyan scores 5 in the first and 4 here in the 5th inning. They end up with 9 runs on 10 hits. Ottawa scores 1 run on 3 hits. That came off an RBI single from Alexa Romero. And just a tough go. Oklahoma Wesleyan's bats today are just absolutely on fire after putting up 10 in game 1 and then 9 runs here in their second game of the evening.
They really did. I mean, Oklahoma Wesleyan swung the bats well. The Braves, to be honest, probably didn't feel the ball as well as we've seen them feel the ball at other times. And when you play a good team and you give them some extra opportunities, a lot of times they can make you pay, and that's kind of what happened tonight.
Well, Matt, we're going to go ahead and have head coach Jay Kant step in here for just a second as we will catch his thoughts on a cold evening here in Great Bend. And we talked about the bats for Oklahoma Wesleyan. It didn't matter where your pitchers were putting it tonight. They were hitting it.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They're number 2 seed for a reason. But at the same time, I mean, you can go back and out of their 9 runs, you could probably calculate, you can put a fingerprint on it with our defense was not where it needed to be. And then our pitching didn't do their job. So it was a team effort to give up 9 runs. It wasn't, you can't just put it on the pitchers, because the defense had a lot to do with it. But, the thing is, whether you lose 3-2 or 9-1, it's one loss. And we got to clutch ourselves and come back tomorrow.
Well, you'll play tomorrow at 3 p.m. unless that changes with all the weather that's been going on. But you've made some runs in the losers bracket before. We've seen teams win it from the losers bracket. Doesn't mean your team can't get back in this and rattle off some wins tomorrow.
I think it just takes for this team. We're young and right now when things start to go bad, I mean we just aren't mature enough to get it going. But on the flip side is if we can come in tomorrow and get that first win and put up some runs and I think we can get the snowball the other direction and get a lot of momentum going. And right now it's one game at a time. I know that's the old cliche, but if you look ahead or those kind of things, I mean, you're going to be done, and the seasons are going to be over, and careers are going to be done. So we just got to get ourselves refocused, get a good night's sleep, and see what we can do tomorrow.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us. Ottawa does fall 9-1. The win goes to Caps for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Amber Flummerfelt, the loser here for the Lady Braves. As we said, 3 p.m. tomorrow, the Lady Braves will be on the losers bracket, and they will take on, I believe, the winner. We look at the bracket here between Bethany and then we'll have to give you an update at the 11 o'clock game, I guess, for baseball. But Ottawa's going to have to turn around and play a team. Whoever they play is going to be coming off a win of their own. And we saw what McPherson did to Bethel prior to us. They got the bats going, scoring 10 runs. We've seen, what Friends has done to Tabor. So teams have been hitting the ball well. Ottawa for the day only scoring 4 total runs in 2 games. And Coach can't kind of reference the fact that they got to get the bats going.
Yeah, they really need to swing the bats better than what we've seen them swing the bats today. I mean, the positive thing is tomorrow's a new day. Sun will come up, so the world's not ended. They have a chance to get back on the field and redeem themselves, get a little bit of momentum going.
Well, we will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. as Ottawa University baseball will take on perennial KCAC power Tabor College, who was run off the field today, 13-3 by York. So, Ottawa's going to get the best from Tabor. Matt, we saw Ottawa play a tight one with Oklahoma Wesleyan yesterday where they had some chances to make that an interesting game, and they really did, as they only fell 5-2 against the team that leads in all categories in this conference. There's a reason they're 7th in the country, but no reason that Ottawa can't come out tomorrow and win a couple games as well on the baseball side.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, Casey. I think the team, very senior laden, A lot of those seniors don't want to quit playing. They don't want their careers to end. So they're going to play with a lot of, I would hope that they would show up with a lot of energy and emotion for the game tomorrow.
And we will see, I would expect, David Meade on the mound, who has had some tremendous performances over especially his last 3 or 4 starts, even against Oklahoma Wesleyan on Saturday of last week, only getting up 3 runs in 8 innings. I mean, that's fantastic stuff, and we saw him pitch a no-hitter a couple weeks ago. What is it that makes David so dangerous?
I think the thing that makes David dangerous is that, he can mix his pitches and locate very well. He's kind of got sneaky velocity, gets the ball by guys based on his size. Not a real big guy, but throws the ball hard. And quite frankly, I think, one of the things that happens is the guys like playing behind him, too, so they have a lot of energy that can carry forward both defensively and at the plate.
Well, and it sounded like just from talking with individuals around the Tabor-York game that Tabor didn't throw their one today, and York definitely did as they win that game by 10 runs. A Tabor team that's basically down to their potential final game of the season. This is a team that's been to the regionals and has made some noise nationally over the last few years. It is going to be a team that is going to look to strike early. And if Ottawa can weather that early storm and put some runs on the board, I really like their chances.
Yeah, no, I agree. Based on the box score that I saw, it looked like that Tabor gave up 11 runs over the last 4 innings in their 13-3 loss today. So, if the Braves can come out and add some more runs to that and keep that runs against streak going, Tabor may decide, hey, this is just not any fun anymore.
Well, the final scores here on the winners bracket, of course, Oklahoma Wesleyan wins 9-1. Tabor falls to Tabor gets the win 6-0 over Friends. Earlier that read differently. So Tabor will play Oklahoma Wesleyan on the winners bracket side, and Ottawa going to have to work their way through the losers bracket. Baseball final score here this evening was Friends getting the victory over Southwestern. As I try and track that one down, that was a score of 4-1, and Friends will move on into the winners bracket. Southwestern has to turn around and play Oklahoma Wesleyan, and that will be no easy task for the Mound Builders. Want to thank Matt Kincaid here in Great Bend, and also Larson Johnson back at the station for all the work he did today. Everyone stay safe this evening with the active weather going on around the Franklin County area and everything into Johnson County. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
We hope you enjoyed this Ottawa University Braves sports broadcast on KOFO. Brought to you by Quality Structures Incorporated, Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Giles Construction, and by Leon's in downtown Ottawa, Sutton's Jewelry, Advantage Electric, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home. Also by Ransom Memorial Hospital, C.S. Cunningham Construction, Ottawa University, Kramer Pharmacy, Ottawa Recreation Commission, and Cosentino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers, and by Messenger's Home Furnishings, Arvest Bank, Wise Guys Construction, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, and CarStar. For more information about our next OU Braves sports broadcast, visit our website at KOFO.com and listen daily to the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
When it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need to get to a short list of qualified candidates fast. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Your time is precious. Let Indeed help you get to your short list of qualified candidates. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
I'm KFC's Extra Crispy Colonel, and you're the extra busy regular person who has to make dinner for a family of 4. But you can shirk that responsibility because my Extra Crispy Tenders $20 fill-up from KFC contains 12 extra crispy chicken tenders, 4 dipping sauces, 4 biscuits, 2 orders of mashed potatoes, and a side of coleslaw for just $20. And now that'll feed them. KFC, it's extra crispy good.
Pricing and participation may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
The lowest prices of the season sale is going on now at GNC, but hurry, it won't last long. Save up to 50% on top brands like Nugenix, Jim, Cellucor, Force Factor, and GNC Amp. They're all at the lowest prices of the season. Train well, sleep well, live well. GNC has hundreds of your favorite items at up to 50% off. Hurry into GNC for the lowest prices of the season sale now through March 28th. GNC. Live well.
Hi, Tom Bodette here. Apparently it's super cool to do this voice when you're trying to be real serious. It's called vocal fry. Yeah. So I just want to stress how at Motel 6 you can get a great room for a great low price. How do they keep this up? I feel like I have mono. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the lozenge on for you. Light, I meant light.
Ryan! I don't know how else to say this, so I'll just say it.
What is it, Linda?
I think we should see other people.
Are you breaking up with me? On a roller coaster?
Well, we do have a lot of fun. Maybe we should stay together.
An emotional roller coaster? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much you could save by switching to Geico.
I just need a little me time.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Celebrate Asian Pacific American Heritage Month with Macy's as we honor generations of art, culture, and vibrancy. You're invited to Macy's stores across the country for in-depth discussions, cutting-edge demonstrations, and so much more. Be here as we turn the spotlight on Asian traditions and their influence on film, television, fashion, beauty, and the culinary arts all month long. Find an Asian Pacific American Heritage Month event at a Macy's store near you. And join the celebration at Macys.com/events.
When it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need to get to a short list of qualified candidates fast. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Your time is precious. Let Indeed help you get to your short list of qualified candidates. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
Ryan! I don't know how else to say this, so I'll just say it.
What is it, Linda?
I think we should see other people.
Are you breaking up with me? On a roller coaster?
Well, we do have a lot of fun. Maybe we should stay together.
An emotional roller coaster? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much you could save by switching to Geico.
I just need a little me time.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Hi, Tom Bodette with a word on fusion cuisine, where you mix one country's food with another one. I always call that stew, but whatever gets you to dessert. But whether you like a French vichyssoise with Thai chili oil, or you're more into the fusion of American burger and French fry, you'll save more for that meal at Motel 6. It's an intriguing mix of clean, comfortable, and low prices, or as we fusionistas call it, clic-colo. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
Napa know-how. Hear that screeching sound from your car? It's your brakes yelling, "Change me." So head to any Napa Auto Care Center and we'll replace them for you. Or go to any Napa Auto Parts store and do it yourself. Either way, you'll get a $50 prepaid Visa card by mail on qualifying purchases over $250. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 5/31/18.
Impressing with Amazon Music.
Are you just going to stand here all night, or are you going to go talk to him?
I will. I'm just choosing a playlist first.
Since when do you listen to country?
Yes, Jen! I love this song.
Very smooth.
Find the right playlist for just the right person. Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at AmazonMusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.
When it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need to get to a short list of qualified candidates fast. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Your time is precious. Let Indeed help you get to your short list of qualified candidates. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
Impressing with Amazon Music.
Are you just going to stand here all night, or are you going to go talk to him?
I will. I'm just choosing a playlist first.
Since when do you listen to country?
Yes, Jen! I love this song.
Very smooth.
Find the right playlist for just the right person. Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at AmazonMusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.
Hi, Tom Bodette here. Apparently it's super cool to do this voice when you're trying to be real serious. It's called vocal fry. Yeah. So I just want to stress how at Motel 6 you can get a great room for a great low price. How do they keep this up? I feel like I have mono. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the lozenge on for you. Light, I meant light.
When you're hiring, you don't want to waste time sorting through dozens of irrelevant resumes. You want an efficient way to get to a short list of qualified candidates. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using an intuitive online dashboard. Discover why 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
Napa know-how.
Castrol Full Synthetic Motor Oil is on sale for $6.39 a quart at Napa. Its patented formula fights against sludge and buildup so aggressively, it practically intimidates it. So subdue, frighten, and impose your will on engine problems by grabbing some Castrol Full Synthetic Motor Oil for just $6.39 a quart. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General states pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer expires 4/30/18.
Hi, Tom Bodette. If Motel 6 were an article of clothing, it would have to be a pair of jeans. Nothing that would bedazzle a fashionista, mind you. Just a comfortable American classic that would rather have more in the pockets than on them. That's Motel 6. Nothing fancy, just a clean, comfortable room for a great low price. And with the money you save, you can maybe get yourself a jean jacket, too. See you at the fashion show. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you. Book online at motel6.com.
Napa know-how.
Time to start adding to your bucket list. No, not the skydiving meet your idol bucket list, the Napa bucket list. Because now when you buy a Napa bucket for $2.99, you'll get 20% off items you can fit inside. Minimum $50 purchase. So live a little and save a lot with the Napa bucket and 20% off. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Exclusions apply. Offer expires 4/30/18.
Impressing with Amazon Music.
Are you just going to stand here all night, or are you going to go talk to him?
I will. I'm just choosing a playlist first.
Since when do you listen to country?
Yes, Jen! I love this song.
Very smooth.
Find the right playlist for just the right person. Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at AmazonMusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.
When you're hiring, you don't want to waste time sorting through dozens of irrelevant resumes. You want an efficient way to get to a short list of qualified candidates. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using an intuitive online dashboard. Discover why 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.
Berg bands remain in effect for Anderson, Douglas, Miami, and Lynn counties in the KOFO listing area. Tonight, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Partly clear and breezy, the low 55. Tomorrow, sunny, the high 76. Tomorrow night, clear, the low 50. Saturday, sunny, the high 82. Your extended forecast. Saturday night, clear, the low 54. Sunday, sunny, the high 80. Sunday night, partly clear, the low 52. Monday, sunny, with a high of 76. Monday night, a 20% chance of showers. After 1 Tuesday morning, partly clear, the low 54. Tuesday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, with a high of 78 at 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
For up to $1,700 in rebates on a new Lennox home comfort system, Call All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating at 8888 Airman today. This Wellsville High School Senior Salute on KOFO is brought to you by Neosho County Community College, enriching lives with campuses in Chanute, Ottawa, and online. Neosho County Community College and KOFO recognize Jaden Bandy and Sheridan Barnes. Graduation for these seniors is Saturday, May 12th at 2 p.m. at Wellsville High School. We congratulate these Eagle seniors on their accomplishments and wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors. This Senior Salute is brought to you by Neosho County Community College and KOFO.
A home comfort evaluation is just a phone call away, 785-242-9273, to make sure your home stays comfortable all year long. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
In a few years, our farm will be a century farm, and that's kind of a big deal. It means that your farm has been in your family for 100 years.
Dan Wegmuller is a real farmer.
Being a small farmer has never been tougher. Imagine going into a business where, over the course of 10 years, you might have one good year, 2 or 3 years of huge losses, and the rest you're lucky just to break even.
He's also an American Family Insurance customer.
Every farm is different, and American Family Insurance gets that because their agents have lived in farming communities for generations. They were the only ones willing to insure the special equipment that I have. Well, they cover just what I need and nothing more, which can be the margin between struggling just to make it to the end of the year and becoming a century farm and passing this life on to the next generation.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Learn more at amfam.com/farm.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
When did you last take a Sunday drive? Next time, make your destination the Plaschke Kramer Liquor Store at Seven Cedars. Pick out your specialty beer from the cave for the big game or an evening on the deck. Seven Cedars on Highway 59 in Princeton. This Central Heights Viking Senior Salute on KOFO is brought to you by Crown Realty agent Todd Burrows. Ready to help you find your next home or the perfect farm, ranch, or hunting ground. Todd Burrows of Crown Realty. This Central Heights Viking Senior Salute on KOFO is brought to you by Crown Realty agent Todd Burrows. Ready to help you find your next home or the perfect farm, ranch, or hunting ground. Todd Burrows of Crown Realty and KOFO recognize Chad Hibden and Chaz King. Graduation for these seniors is Saturday, May 12th at 2 p.m. at the Ike Searfoss Gymnasium at Central Heights High School. We congratulate these Viking seniors on their accomplishments and wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors. This Senior Salute is brought to you by Crown Realty agent Todd Burrows and KOFO.
Have you seen the Colosseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as